Hi, I'm Kathy Klasny. I'm the food editor at the Daytona Beach News Journal, and I'm here today on Daytona State College's campus here in Daytona Beach. And I'm here with one of my favorite educator friends, Costa Magoulas, and he is going to show us a little bit about how to use knives and other various sharp objects in the kitchen. We probably need to start off by deciding why it's important to learn to do this to begin with.
Well, you know, you run into that all the time. People cutting their fingers, that's one of the main reasons. And it's because they're not using the proper knife technique.
Now, you don't just throw all these into a drawer when you're done with them, right?
No. I have a special drawer at home that I have that's a knife holder that fits right in my drawer, and I love it because I can put it through the dishwasher. But one thing you always want to remember, never put your knives in the dishwasher. If you put the knife in the dishwasher, it will take the sharpened edge off. As a chemical reaction takes place and they make them very dull. You should take your time, go to a sink with soapy water, wash it, sanitize it, and put it away in your sink. One of the things that people have a bad habit of is taking their knives when they're using them and not being careful where they set it down. It could be on the edge of the table and somebody walking by could, you know, cut themselves. Or when you hand a knife to someone, I just, the firm philosophy, never hand a knife to someone. Just set it down, let them pick it up. If you're going to walk around with a knife in your hand from one place to the other, you should take it with the blade out, up against your body to your right, and this way you can walk. If you bump into something, you're not going to cut anyone with it. And then you take the knife and put it to the position where you had it. Now I want to discuss the different knives and their different jobs. We can start off with the French knife. This is a 12-inch French knife. Pretty standard tool in the kitchen. It's a pretty good sized knife. I mean, you pick that up, it's a little heavy. It may be too much of a knife for you.
Yeah, I would think so. I think I like the next one.
Well, here, and this one is an 8-inch, and that one there might be more comfortable.
This is more like what I have at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the difference I like. Here, I'm going to show you another 8-inch. This is another 8-inch French knife, and it has the indentations on the side. And that's so that food doesn't stick to it.
Yeah.
Feel that knife. Now, to me, there's two types of handles. You have the riveted handle and the smooth handle that is more comfortable in your hand. This knife is called a boning knife, very thin, and the technique would be to hold the knife almost like a stabbing motion, and you would separate the meat from the bone on chicken or beef. And this has become very popular. These are the santukus, the Asian knives that are very lightweight, small bladed. They're excellent knives that are all-purpose knives. They can do almost all the jobs. What's nice about that knife is that it's very comfortable in your hand. It's very lightweight, isn't it?
Yep.
And
I think this handle is a little bit more ergonomic, like you were saying.
yes, it is.
You'll see this on the Food Network a lot, this kind of knife.
You see a lot of celebrity chefs now are using the santukus, and now their popularity has taken off. Chefs have been using these for years. This is a salmon carving knife. It's very thin. It's used for carving salmon on buffets. Very flexible because you're cutting fish. This is the knife that you would see used for roast beef or turkey. It's a regular carving knife. Of course, you see the edges that are indented so that the meat doesn't stick to it. You can pay anywhere from $10 to $100 for a good knife. But some of the things you should look for is the back of the knife. This is called the tang. And the tang goes all the way through the handle. That's usually an indication of a good knife because it won't break as easy. And here it is thicker than it is here because that's the strength of the knife. And when we go through the cooking techniques, the cutting techniques, excuse me, you'll see how the knife works. The knife does the work. Your hands and isn't where the power is.